did it go? Ian 2P. Execute.
This is Botolo. We are going to play a match for you and explain what's happening as we play.
Yes.
And you will see the heights
And the depths.
that Botolo can reach that no other game can.
Oh, wait, this is the wrong chord. I am pro computers. It's coming. I feel like I'm pulling a scarf.
For now, we'll
my
look at
sleeve.
the options menu. We can look at the game in full screen or not full screen. Incredible.
Botolo has a number of different powers that I have never seen before, since I have never played. But I can see by reading their power-up names that they are Dash, Silk, Ghost, Wind, Poke, Throne, Stim, Null, and Jigglypuff.
Kyle, since you are new to this game, would you like to play a match with me without powers so that I can explain the fundamentals to you for the first time?
Yes, I absolutely would love to do this.
All right.
I welcome the limiting of information that I will be receiving in this match.
I only desire to give you as much information as you can handle at any one time.
Which of these maps that I have not seen would you like to play on?
Well, we could play on any of the maps.
What if I press this button? What will that do?
Kyle, don't
Oh.
press that button. Let's play on this map. It looks simple, calming, and polite.
The 5 circles soothe me, and I wish to play in a sport combat game off of you in this map.
All right, Kyle, if you were to do anything in this game, what do you think the first thing you would do would be?
Why, I would pick up this ball.
Ah, very clever. I see you've picked up the ball.
I notice a circle is rising from my being as I hold this ball.
That's very true. That is what's called your shield.
Oh my shield. And if I press this button, my shield activates.
That button you might call, some would call, A.
Yes, the A button activates the shield.
Fascinating. Now, you'll note as well that one of the dots surrounding your circle dot that you
My
control,
being circle.
your being circle,
Circle of being.
has less dot beings
No.
being around it
I have used a dot being circle dot.
in order to shield and protect you from the harms, the slings and arrows of everyday life.
And so I can see that by using another one, oh, life is fleeting indeed.
It depletes even further. Now, would you please, for the sake of your own learning and development,
Yes.
move on to one of these zone circles and discover what it does?
Oh my god.
That's fascinating. What's happening here?
It appears that there's some sort of orange matter that is generating in this circle zone.
Why, it seems you're accumulating points.
It looks like points, and it feels like points.
It is points.
What happens if I shield in this circle? Oh, I stopped making
Stop
points.
making points.
I'm making them again. I don't have any dots, though.
My goodness, it seems that you've captured that zone entirely for yourself.
Yay.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I would say that the goal of this game was to capture 3 zones to win.
It seems like that might be the goal. Just
right.
coming at it with fresh,
Yeah,
blind,
no.
naive baby eyes.
I've never played this game either.
No, totally not.
All right, so I am unhappy with the way that you are accumulating points.
I'm having such a good time with the accumulation of points.
And I would like you to no longer accumulate points.
I
So
don't
think
wish this outcome.
I'm going to come up next to you.
Hey, you're hugging me with your orange
this
band.
hovering has appeared. I wonder if this means I can press the A button
What
as
is
well.
this hug band? Oh my!
It appears I've stolen from you.
The ball
This
is not in my
ball,
possession.
Neither of us has it.
I was so close to the
believe-
center line that indicates that I own this sphere.
Kyle, I'm going to pick up the ball.
This is actually all spheres. It's not flat like you think. Ah, now you have the ball.
I have the ball. I'm going to move on to this zone and start accumulating points.
Hey, you're standing next to me and my hug band is around you.
You are.
I wish to stop your point accumulation as well.
What?
I'm holding A down.
No! Let's do that again. No! Okay.
What if... I win.
No!
What happens if I'm shielding and you attempt to take the ball from me?
Let's find out.
I got more points.
You got more points than you had already. No, how do you keep predicting when I'm going to steal?
Oh, look, all my circles are back, too. Oh, if I hold it down too much, I lose the ball.
I think I know how to play this game now.
It's fun that I've won. The
Yes.
first time I played this game, and I have won.
It's incredible, the amount of skill that you've picked up
I
in
will
such
play
a
this
short
game
amount of
forever
time.
in my life now.
All right.
Because I won.
And that's how Botolo works. Actually, now that you've played without powers,
Yes, let's do powers.
perhaps these will be sensible.
I feel like STEM is the right power for me.
I feel like STEM is always the right power for you. I feel like throwing...
Always, this 2 times we've played. Now, if I hold the right trigger, I feel like my power should activate.
That is a strange feeling you have, but I will be interested to see what
Let's
happens
see
when
if
you
it does. Oh, man!
Incredible.
I am so fast now. But you can still take it from me.
You are moving incredibly fast. Oh no.
It looks like my stem has worn off, and now I
Indeed.
am slow.
So it looks like I have the advantage now.
I will try and take it from you. It took me a long time,
It did take
but I
you a
stole
long time.
from you.
I'm going to use my power. It seems I'm creating a bubble of some kind.
I feel good that I'm accumulating points while you create this bubble.
We both feel good in this moment.
Hey, you can't take the ball. You're accumulating points as well.
I am, sneakily.
I don't enjoy this.
I'm going to steal the ball and create even more points for
You
me.
are creating very many points
so
here.
many points! I think I'll get this.
I can't use my power while I have the ball, Ian.
That's very astute, Kyle.
I'm pressing the trigger, but nothing happens.
Nor can I use my power while I have the
It
ball.
appears I'm moving normally. So I think it's time for another one. Oh, I pressed another button and it used all my circles.
This game is too many things to remember.
These people have too much money. That's called referential humor right there, for those of you in the audience in the know.
Okay, I'm not going to force you all to watch us play a game that we would normally play on ourselves.
Yes.
But,
Now that I played
Now that
Botolo.
we're all Botolo experts, do you guys want to bring up the first 2 Botoloers?
let's do it.
Okay.
Unless you all want an detailed explanation of each of the powers individually.
Do you guys want an individual power explanation? Okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah, let's
Can we
demonstrate.
switch off? I want to talk about them too.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Dash. That's the one that I have pulled up right over here. Dash is the Mario of the Botolo worlds. Everybody starts with Dash. He's brash, he feels good, he does what he wants, and he takes what he needs. Dash can make a dash in any direction, and it's fast. See? Whip, 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 whip. If Dash hits a player during the dash, then it will knock the player around, just like Mario.
This is good in situations where there are these walls, which we haven't explained, which we need to.
Dotted lines are bad. Dotted lines will make you take the ball and then drop it. If you dash them, somebody into the wall, they'll drop the ball, and it feels sad. And you get the ball, but it feels good for you. This is the power of Dash.
This is Silk. It allows you to draw one of these walls and remove the other player of the ball if they have it. Neither of us have the ball, so
So we're
this is a great way to demonstrate this power for you all. So if I just sit here because I'm innocent and don't know what's happening to me, Kyle will move the line over me and steal the ball. And I can do the same to him.
This is a fun thing you can do that makes people mad.
This power is great to get people in like kind of checkmate-ish situations. It can drive you all the way off the zone if you don't want to lose the ball.
It's a mean power-up,
It is very mean.
but not as mean as Mario.
Mario is a cruel, cruel man.
Ghost is fun.
Do you want to explain Ghost? Should
Let's
I
just
explain
show
Ghost?
Ghost. I can't go through this wall, but can I? It's not letting me. Oh, I am incorporeal. The end of Ghost. Wind is another mean power-up.
Wind is a very mean power. It's like Dash, except the other person can do something about it while they're in this little box. You create the wind box, and it pushes them around. I'm going to push Kyle into a wall because I feel mean today. Yay, the ball is mine, except...
Now there's wind there.
Pretend you didn't see that because it was a glitch. And now the ball is mine. And that's the role of wind. You can do many creative things with it if you desire.
Wind is fun. This is Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is our favorite power.
No! Jigglypuff has this little dot. If Kyle hits his button while I'm on the dot, I get knocked out for a bit, but if he misses,
I get kicked off.
he drops the ball. Unlike the other powers, it is only active when you have the ball and never active when you do not have it.
You've already seen Throne.
Throne, yeah, is my favorite power. I'll explain it in more detail. No, I won't. You make a bubble, you get the ball, you stand in the bubble, and you get points a little bit faster than you normally would. And, of course, Stim, you already know.
Stim gives you a nice big dose of the drugs, and that makes you really good. And you're like, yeah! What's going on?
Awesome.
And you just, everything is fast for you, and you just feel great. And then they wear off. And you're so slow.
You can't
And good luck trying to steal when you're hungover from Stim. Oh, it takes a long time. Anyway.
Okay. You all are Botolo experts now.
You know everything about the game.
I believe in your ability to beat Kyle. Please, somebody, anybody, beat Kyle. Please.
Our first two Botolo players are Cale Bradbury and Charles Little Ladder Sign. I'm assuming, is that Charles Elwanger? All right, man, I'm good at this. All right, come on up and play some Botolo. I haven't even played yet, and I know my favorite power is Jigglypuff.
Yes. Do you mind if I do?
Yes, please.
We are going to commentate this as best we can. I'm excited to bring my brash naivete to this commentary.
I'm Ian.
Oh yeah, we can look at the big screen too. Ian, I'm going to stand like this the whole time.
Okay. In that case, I will stand like this so that we mirror each other.
Good, good. Let's do it.
I see that they've chosen a dash ditto.
I changed my mind.
On a map with a lot of dotted walls, so there will
All right.
be lots of walls
Red
for them
has
to knock each
possession
other
right
into.
now. It's changing zones rapidly,
An
but loses
excellent
to a
steal from
steal
blue.
from blue. Ah, some good defense from blue.
Incredible.
But he used all of his charges.
So now he's out of charges, so Red merely needs to run up and steal.
Red, get in there.
Hold the button for a long period. There you
There we
go. Beautiful Red. Beautiful
Yeah.
steal.
Red charging now. Some feints from blue, trying to fake him out. That's shield poking for other fight game aficionados. The only fight
Zone
game.
is looking very close.
Yeah.
Blue seems to be
Blue, hold the button to
fainting
steal.
a lot.
Yeah.
Should be, yeah, perfect.
Blue lost that zone, but I'm just feeling confident and excited about the possibilities for this one.
Ready to take on the
Boom.
world. Oh,
Red
goes the
steals
other way.
and charges, and it's going well. But now blue has it. Pushed into the dotted lines.
our old friend the dotted line.
Oh, dotted lines.
Enemy of circles everywhere. Several good reads in a row from Red. A strong start on this zone.
Nice
Ooh.
use of dash there.
Pushy
Defensive dash.
Very quick deployment of all three shields. Red does not take the bait on any of them. Secures themselves the ball.
What I like about Botolo is that they look like these chubby little worms, streaking about, nuzzling up against each other.
It may not be apparent, but that is the actual fiction of the game. It's about worm mating rituals.
Absolutely. red has the egg.
Now blue has the egg.
Yep.
It's red's job to steal the egg back.
And fertilize it, which is what causes this zone to change. Nicely done, red.
Red is in a commanding lead in this mating ritual. It looks like
Oh.
all of the offspring will be reds. I still believe in blue, though.
Yeah.
I think blue has a chance to bring it back.
Oh, yes.
I can see them take
Wise.
every
Moving
zone.
away from contested zones to empty ones is a good way to make sure that you don't accidentally lose to a timeout.
Blue seems to be employing an interesting strategy here, Kyle, of waiting.
Waiting is important. It's hard to wait for things that you want to have right now.
They've picked up on the fact that red seems not to want to steal from them.
Nice steal from blue there.
And a tragic run into a dotted line wall.
Oh!
Oh, an excellent dash from red just at the right moment. Blue with the ball. Can they bring it back?
Some good momentum building from blue.
Steal a perfect
Ooh.
time. Ooh, beautiful dash. Blue looks content to just sit and build points on that zone, though.
Oh, very nice gambit right there.
So close.
Nicely done, blue.
Blue has their first zone.
Woo! It's good pacing on those charges there.
Excellent patience from blue. Oh,
Well
and that does
done,
it.
red.
The first game.
Let's have a round of
3-1 to
applause.
red.
Very good. Nicely done.
Good game.
All right, Timothy and Tyree.
All right.
Welcome, Botolos.
Charles, and that's Charles
Soon to
in
be
progress.
Botolo champions.
Yes, champions all. Bwee.
Have you guys considered adding air horn sounds to this game?
There's actually an air horn mod that replaces the whole sound effect array with air horns.
Every single
It's like
sound is an air
every
horn.
single one is just an air horn.
All slightly different air horn sounds, too.
I've considered replacing myself with an air horn
Just a
sound.
cacophony of air horns, like universe of air horns.
They've chosen the hexagon map.
Timothy is blue and Tyreek is red.
Ooh, we have a poke.
Poke? Interesting.
Be very careful with that poking. And blue is playing
Blue
the
is-
power.
yep.
I don't know.
We'll find out, I suppose.
I hope so.
Good steal from red there. Very frantic first zone.
Indeed.
Under contention.
Looking mostly even between these two.
Yep. Oh, good read on.
Good read from red.
Very nice.
Blue is dash. I've surmised.
Taking the ball from Mario.
Now this is an interesting matchup between poke and dash, because dash can dash inside of the range of poke.
And poke, of course. Well, poke is just fun.
Poke is great. Especially if you catch the other player unawares.
Very aggressive dash is limiting the usefulness of poke, but just knowing that it's an option is often enough to give an advantage to a poke player.
Playing against poke, one must be always
Well
presence of
done.
mind. Good goal, red.
A series of
good-
excellent reads by blue.
Incredible. 5 in a row.
And that's the
whole
zone. That's the zone.
So fast.
It's really anyone's game right now.
A good steal from red. Good dash from blue. It's looking super even between these two.
Good steal by red. Very patient.
Found just the right moment. Oh, an immediate steal from red. Very aggressive.
Good to mix it up like that as a Botolo player. You never want to get into a pattern of when you're going to steal.
Several good reads. Giving red a good start on this zone.
Blue trying to knock out of the zone to prevent red from scoring the zone by default. Wisely taking the contention to somewhere else. Oh, excellent fake out right there.
The false steal, which is performed by holding the button down for not as long as you need to steal.
Think of it like a jab.
It's useful for if you find your opponent is really like kind of nervous, you poke them a little bit, and or fake steal rather than poke, since that's a word. Cause them to drop a shield.
I think that we should just employ the verb jigglypuff. Jigglypuff them.
Jigglypuff will henceforth refer to the power.
Yes.
Poke refers to a short steal.
We've yet to see a Jigglypuff in this match.
It's true. The Jigglypuff has gone the entire match without Jigglypuffing at all. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's even been a missed Jigglypuff.
There we go. Oh,
there it is.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Beautifully timed.
You know that has to be infuriating for blue.
And red wins the zone thanks to an
zone.
excellently timed Jigglypuff.
Like a missed Jigglypuff. Successful steal.
You'll see poke players moving backwards frequently, trying to get the other player to drift into the danger zone. Some good reads by blue in this zone.
A strong lead. 3 reads in a row. Red can certainly bring it back with a well-placed poke, however.
Oh, that's the zone. Well, very well played.
An incredible string of reads. One
That's
right
a missed
after the
poke
other.
right there that just resulted in red losing possession.
Oh.
Tyreek struggling a little bit to get the ball back from blue.
Oh, an excellent dash. And they're struggling to get the ball back onto his own.
And that might... Oh,
It's
it's
so close.
very
Red
close.
Could still bring this back.
Red wants to stay away from this zone.
Oh, and Blue's trying to do anything just to bring the ball back.
Oh, an
An
excellent
immediate steal.
Knows how badly
Really
blue wants
gutsy.
it.
And there it is. What a
round
game.
of applause for our contestants.
Incredible.
Excellent contest.
There is Timothy. Next up we have JW and Phil Story.
Woo, 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 woo. Let's get ready to Botolo. I think what you need is some like nice like Euro club music like right here, just like
and then like no music in the game.
No, I think you
Just
should
dead
have so
silence.
much music in the menu screen
And,
and
like,
no music in the game.
Really driving, intense.
You just drop into an abyss of silence when you start playing.
Should be like a track of people like coughing, mumbling.
I think so. Scraping things across the surface of the table, like forks. Trying to pick up a knife and failing. And
all right, let's commentate this
Wait,
match.
who's who? JW is playing blue, and Phil is red.
Did you happen to see what powers they're sporting?
I believe we will have to divine that based on their behavior.
Now this map is a you'll
JW
note-
using a lot of charges right away, trying to maintain possession, then stealing back.
This map you'll note is a 4-square map, meaning that the winning player will only need 2 out of the 4 zones to win.
It's a very fast contest.
Ah, we have a ghost. Excellent for disguising your approach on a steal.
Ghost and dash. JW is playing dash and kind of a restrained dash, using mostly steals and feints to get the ball back. Nice
Good
read
read
by
from
JW. Phil finally gets the ball back.
Can he make something of it? Bring the zone back. Opting mostly to wait.
Yeah. JW trying to force a dropped charge by dashing to make the other player think that he's about to steal.
And a good read from Red. Two
Really
reads
nice.
in a row.
Very
A
close
nice
starting this one.
Incredible. Very close for each of them.
And
Blue
JW takes
it
the zone.
right
Well
at the
done.
end.
And a steal by Joe. Pushed into the dotted line.
An early lead in this zone for Blue. About halfway
Yep,
through
this
already.
could be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Could be a fast game.
Out of
shields.
charges.
An immediate take back.
Very strong steal game from JW in this round.
Ooh,
Really
forceful
excellent.
dash.
Very dash. Very dash.
emphatic.
And that's
the
the
game
game.
goes to
Round of
JW.
applause for this. Very nice.
Good game.
Well done, you.
All right, Kyle, I suggest that this time we pay close attention to the powers being chosen.
Okay.
And at the beginning of the match, we can say, this person is this power. This person is
I'm
this
going to use
power.
the phrase rockin'. I'm going to say rockin' the dash power or something like that.
JW.
All right, next up we have Mason Paulos.
Mason!
We got room for one more. Anybody else?
Come on down. The frog is right.
Yeah.
You're already on there, Bronson.
Mason, I haven't seen you yet this festival, and I'm glad you're here. Hello.
Bronson, trying to win twice. What happens when you play yourself, Bronson? When you meet yourself in bracket, who wins?
I think that you're developing an AI, aren't you? Like it's going
I
to be
am.
like it's going to be, instead of the normal graphics, the Shadow Link from Ocarina of Time.
Yes, just a single sprite of
Yes.
Shadow Link, not
That's it.
animated,
Not at all.
moving across the
Just
screen like a
sliding
ghost.
around.
So this level is just whoever.
Yes.
Who's blue? Blue. Fantastic. What's
Okay.
your name? Ben.
Ben? We have a stim.
All right. Mason has selected. Has selected.
Your favorite power, I
Right.
believe. Silk versus stim, is that what I saw?
Yep. We have Mason rockin' Silk and Ben rockin' Stem.
That one, yeah.
Ooh, excellent
Early
defense
read from
right
Blue.
off the bat.
Let's see how Red responds. Good patience, waiting for the shield to come out and then stealing afterwards.
Ooh. Use 2 charges to trick the other player into attacking and then dropping it for the third one. Very classy.
Ooh, nice use of the fake out. Very much back and forth in this match. Both players seem to be
2
approaching
good reads by Red there.
and immediately stealing. Good patience by Red.
Blue returning to the previous zone, attempting to push an advantage.
Good first
Nice
read.
Excellent.
An impressive string by Blue. It's enough to take the zone.
Well done.
And
And
that's
that's game. Well done,
Incredible.
Ben.
very quick.
All right, next up we have Bronson and Kyle. Kyle? Remember Garden?
Kyle,
Oh.
can you commentate your own match as you play?
Is that even fair?
It's
not-
really not fair.
It's really not at all. It's not at all. It's okay. Yeah, does somebody want to take my spot?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
They play Kyle. as the end boss.
That you
then
play
me
Ian.
as the end boss.
Oh, I'm excited for you to play Ian. What I mean to say is he's really bad at this, and you should feel encouraged.
the
And he's
worst.
very nice while you're playing with him.
Yes. I don't trash talk at all.
Not at all.
In fact, I compliment you.
All right, we've got Dash and Wind, I think. Red takes an early lead with a good read. Blue responds. Very even in this zone so far. Oh,
Deployment of wind.
we have
a win in the
ladies
match.
and gentlemen.
All right, both running away from the ball. Usually not the strategy you'll see, but sometimes it works.
It's a good way to get your opponent to go on tilt. Run away from the ball, and they might think that you've got something special planned.
2 good reads from red. Blue remaining on zone. Using that spending dots to increase the speed at which they accumulate points instead of shielding.
That's the B button, in
That
case
is-
you are wondering.
That is the B button.
The B button will use one of your dots, sacrificing a chance at a shield and allowing you to charge faster.
Ooh.
Red taking a
2
commanding lead on that zone.
bold
Blue wisely
reads.
retreating from the contest.
And red pushing blue out into the void, into the emptiness that surrounds us all.
Series of good steals from both players. Both players choosing mostly to employ powers in getting the ball back and not doing a lot of shielding. Red takes the zone.
1 for 1, an even match. Good steal by blue, finding the right window. And red
excellent
holding onto
read.
that shield. An immediate steal.
Very tight steal.
A lot of back and forth in this game. A lot
Series of
running
good
up.
reads from Red. Takes another zone.
Quickly takes the second zone for red.
Red just needs one more to cinch the win. Blue getting some good momentum on this last one. Red unbalancing with wind.
Reads the immediate steal twice. And you hold on to it. No. it goes
Good patience from Blue
defaults to
there.
blue.
Broke a pattern that was emerging.
The tiniest sliver of a shield from red.
Red runs out of charge and loses the ball.
Using that wind to escape from blue. And that'll do it.
And that is Red. Well done, Andrew.
Next up, we have Callahan, and we got an open spot for some magic person. Yeah.
Beep 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 beep.
James and Callahan. Callahan is going to be which color?
Wait, don't do rematch. Hold all shoulder buttons. And do select power. Yay! Okay, names, I'm going to try and remember who's who. Cal, James. And you are blue, and you are red. Cal is blue, and James is red.
Cal is blue. James is red.
Cal is blue. And James is red. So, it looks like Cal's chosen Silk, and then we have James with Throne. Or did I get that backwards? I think that's right.
An interesting matchup, Silk and Throne.
Indeed.
Throne-
Sorry, Ian.
No. Please, Kyle.
One power very much about containment, and the other power very much about...
Staying in place.
Indeed.
You'll see Throne building up their throne and trying to sit in place on it. And Silk's answer to this is usually to build a silk line and try and push them off if possible.
The silk line can often be used to mask an approach as well. The opponent pays attention to the development of the silk line and forgets to watch for the steal. Very close, quick steals. Lots of testing right there. Now both players will score points for red if they're inside the throne area, which is why you see them avoiding it. Good read by blue right there.
Blue finally getting a strong foot in one zone. Looks like this might take it.
Now blue is Cal,
Red
right?
moving back to the throne.
Cal has nodded his head. Cal losing possession. And James, and Cal again. And James. James making good use of the
Steal
throne.
in the throne.
And
Pushing
that
the line
zone is
faster and
his.
faster.
Oh, just barely
Almost
taken
takes
away
it.
by the end by Cal. And that's
that'll
the
do it.
zone.
It's the power of throne.
Oh, but
2 quick zone takes. One
very
after
nice,
the other.
very nice. Very aggressive throne placement right there by James.
Going to push blue off of their slight advantage in this zone. See red moving back inside the throne. We haven't seen a lot of silk use from blue.
Cal doing a nice job of avoiding the thrones and pushing an advantage. A disperse strategy seems to be working out for him. Steals.
Red keeping it even on one of the zones and blue pulling ahead in the other. And we see an excellent silk from blue, moving over the red player and knocking them off the ball. 2 beautiful reads from red inside the throne. And running out into the void, running away from their troubles, together.
2 worms in love. 2 good reads. Puts a red advantage in this one.
And
The
a rebuttal
placement of the
from blue.
throne. Very nice.
Good patience from red, waiting out the shields.
And charge is gone, so red takes possession. Nice read from red, and that is the zone. Blue answering with a zone of their own.
Responding in kind. So close, just a pixel away from taking a second zone. We see red pushing ahead with the throne.
Oh.
2 reads will take the game.
Nicely done. The winner is James. James.
James.
All right, next up we got Scott Miller and Connor Bell.
Boop.
Beam, 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 beam.
And we've got the last 2 open slots after this. Anybody else want to try their luck?
2 more players. Otherwise, Kyle and I have to insert ourselves in the bracket, and it's not good. We'll destroy everyone. We have a silk. I saw that.
Yep, there's definitely a silk in there.
I don't know what the other one was. We will discover it.
The large hexagon map.
And the hexagon
Oh,
throne.
looks like we've got a repeat of the last matchup. We've got a silk and a throne.
Did I say silk? I meant stim.
Oh, it's a stem.
Hopefully using that fast period to their advantage, getting the ball, running away from blue.
And it looks like red is hungover now. But still manages a steal.
Steal slower. They will move slower. They will charge slower. Out of zone right now, moving back in. Good read from red in their hungover period. They're going to stim immediately again, going back into that fast period. Blue without any dots, but red troubling to connect.
Very nice read from red. And dominates in that zone.
5 reads in a row?
It's something like that. Some quick stuttery reads as well, like during the fainting. And out of charges now.
Good patience from blue waiting out those shields, but can't quite seem to make the steal. Red returning to the zone, pressing their advantage. 1 pixel away from taking it.
And red takes the second zone.
Taking the second zone.
Commanding early lead. Red
Still
dominating with steals.
very possible for blue to bring this back.
Excellent series of reads.
I spoke too soon. Commanding game
Wow,
from red.
well done.
All right, the last of our set, Justin Smith and Joseph on up.
We have a sporting handshake between our 2 contestants at the beginning of the match.
Always lovely to see sportsmanship in Botolo.
It's good.
Esport renowned for its ruthless competitors.
It's nice to see the relaxed affect that both contestants have brought to this particular matchup.
Who could forget that iconic match between Jimifer Jin and Timothy, where the 2 came to blows in the middle of a match?
Abandoning that round ended with no contest.
It's true.
A mechanic that is currently impossible in this build of Botolo.
That's true.
Now, both contestants have chosen the hokey fan fiction level, like where Botolo
Stuck on the other
does
side of
its
the board.
best to imitate the cadences and rhythms of hokey, which if you haven't played it, I highly recommend.
You should definitely play it because it's fantastic. As a wise person on Twitter once said, hokey shit.
Good read from blue right there. Very patient game developing so far. Dash pushes blue out of browns.
Good read from red, responding in kind, taking some.
And red's out of
back,
charges now. Blue
but manages to
capitalizes.
avoid blue for a while. Blue ejecting the ball.
Forcefully. Like a spawning salmon.
Red with several good reads. No shields.
And red
the zone
takes the
anyway.
zone. Sheer fake out power. Blue finally realizes that they can steal from someone with no shield charges. Getting knocked around quite a bit by red,
Struggling to remain on the
but
zone.
reading nonetheless. A series of very good reads. Good pacing on the use of charges.
No shields, but still doing okay.
Almost takes the zone entirely during that exchange. Good steal
Good
from blue.
steal.
Doesn't have time to get back to the contested zone from earlier. Wisely manages to pick a fight in the one that they're at. A little bit late on the shield. Lots of testing from blue. Patient red waits for the charges to be gone and then takes the ball. Good read from red. Red might take
taking
this
back
one.
the zone. Did it go to red?
Blue.
Red runs out of shields. Red knocking blue off. No shields. Red takes it back. Can blue steal in time? And red takes the zone.
Very dramatic exchange.
And red with a strong early lead. This be the 3rd and final zone. A forceful dash from red, knocking blue into the wall.
Now, it's difficult to remember in the heat of a Botolo contest, but these are actually 2 human beings. One red, one blue.
I thought they were worms.
We're all worms.
They are. At heart. A heart made of a writhing mass of
Nice
worms.
response there with Dash coming back into the area.
A good steal, but runs away from the ball instead of running toward it. An interesting decision.
Red perfectly. Pushed into the dotted lines.
Red, you could say, with the reeds.
Blue struggling to make sure that red doesn't make any more progress on the third and final zone that they will need.
And a perfect dash from red, barely pushing blue into the zone, into the drop
Nice.
ball. Red running back to the other side of the map, pressing their advantage on the far side. Picking up the ball and immediately
Blue still has a chance here, but they're going to need to really step up their
running
defending
back
game.
to the other side again. An interesting back and forth.
Really, it just takes a couple of good reasons. Oh, we have a stem charge.
But it's not enough.
It's not enough. That is the best use of the stem power-up, by the way.
Yeah. Circling uselessly around your opponent.
Trying to come to
connect.
grips with your newly heightened abilities.
I've spent...
We're at our final 8. Let's come on down, Charles and Timothy.
Let's give a round of
All
applause for
right.
Charles and Timothy.
Made it to the final 8. These both are up one game.
These
They
are the
won
best
their first
Botolo
games.
players in the world right now,
As we
taking the
know.
stage.
And we will find out which of them is the best Botolo player.
It's true. It should be said that there can only be one person who is truly the best at Botolo, and that recognition will be imparted in some fashion.
Timothy is blue.
Timothy is blue, and Charles, rockin' red.
What's the adjective that goes along with blue? Blazing.
Blazing blue and
Blazing
rockin'
blue and
red.
rockin' red.
Yep.
Blazing blue starting out with 3 shields, lending themselves to no shields.
Now-
Picks up the ball up immediately, securing an early lead in the middle zone. Red dashing around, trying to knock blue into the drop walls.
With a couple of nice reads off red.
Blue just can't seem to find their way between those shields. Red dashing around blue. Blue with no shields, remaining for a while in the center of the far left zone.
Pushed into the drop walls. Blue returns to the zone that they have a really good head start in.
But
Drops the ball when hitting the dotted line.
Red with an excellent dash. And 2 good
Red
reads
takes the
will
first
take
zone.
the First zone for red.
It's a very aggressive game so far. Lots of scoring.
Red moving back and forth, trying to dash blue into one of these walls in the closer area. Can't quite seem to connect the dash. Blue doing an excellent job of avoiding. Red finally steals, catching blue unawares.
Blue taking possession again, hoping to finish off the zone.
Another good steal from red. Will take the ball back. Moving
Blue with
towards
a
the
nice,
outside,
read while moving away.
opting to score points on a new zone rather than returning to the zone they've been pressing.
A wise decision with how close blue is to scoring the center zone.
Blue out of shields. Red with the steal. Moving off the center zone.
Some good opening up with dash before going in for the steal.
An excellent dash, barely clipping the drop wall. And a solid dash, but a good angle from Blue. Avoids the wall. Blue now with a chance to capture the middle zone. Almost there.
And that is
will
it.
take
That's the middle zone for blue.
Red with a solid read. Spending all their shields to try and take
Blue
that last
holding on.
point. Blue moving away from the contested area, but Red securing it anyway. Blue now with a slight advantage on the 2 remaining zones, but Red 2 zones ahead.
Oh, monster read from blue.
2 incredible reads. Red now with the advantage, but drops it. And
Good steal from red. Trying to build some momentum here in this zone.
quickly spending 3 shields results in 1 read, but a dropped ball. And Blue opting to wait. Push the
Blue
zone slowly
pushes it
rather than
very
quickly.
close to the center line.
Good patience from Blue. An excellent steal. And Red with the
Back and
immediate
forth
steal.
now. This is a very close zone, ladies and gentlemen.
Drops the shield right before the steal occurs.
And blue
will
takes
take
it.
We are down to our last
Nicely
zone,
done.
with Blue at a slight advantage in the final zone. But Red, no stranger to making the correct reads either.
Blue making excellent use of the hug band to signal intent. Oftentimes you'll see players just using their own proximity as a threat. Blue has a commanding lead. Red manages to steal. Let's see if they can capitalize.
A good read from Red. Runs out of dots.
Oh.
Blue takes it back, pushes the advantage, but Red takes it back immediately.
Immediate steal from Red.
Almost gets the final read, but barely misses
Oh.
it. Blue, almost there. Just needs to push a little longer,
And Blue
takes
wins. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Timothy takes it. Next up we
Well
have,
done, Timothy.
Ben and JW.
Uh-oh.
This is very satisfying to watch.
Let's see what powers they opt for. Will they stick with their first powers from the match that they played, Thunder and Lightning? Or will they invent new powers?
Blue, will you raise your hand really quick? Who's blue? Ben is blue. JW is red. Did you see what they chose?
I did not. We are great commentators.
We're really good at this.
Red with a good inch towards the ball, not dropping it on the drop wall, and 2 early reads will give a good lead. We have the first air horn, or the second, I don't know. Blue spending all of their shields and losing the ball. Red retaking, but we have a stim.
Oh,
a fast steal,
excellent
picks
use.
up the ball, navigates away from Red, pushing points on the
building
zone.
some good momentum
Good
in the
use
second
of stim.
zone. Now they'll have to make it through the hangover period without giving too many points away. And it
But
looks like they're going to lose that
Red
first
will
zone.
take the zone anyway.
And we have another stem charge.
Good patience, even though they're in the stim period.
Oh,
Gets knocked far
unfortunate.
out. That'll really cost them.
Oh, but we have a slow steal. Masterfully done. The best you can hope for after a stem charge is managing to steal from your opponent.
Keep the ball as long as possible, prevent the opponent from
Good
gaining
patience from JW. JW is red, and so he has not demonstrated the quality I just described.
But he has had good impatience. Good stim from Blue. Running away into the drop wall. An interesting strategy.
JW reads very well.
Several good reads.
Looks like he's going to be taking his second zone here, but
Spends
no!
all of the
Ben
dots,
takes it
loses
away
it.
from him.
The last second. Can he get that last sliver?
And JW scores his
Final
second
shield.
goal. That's right, that was a goal. JW is the only person who can score goals in Botolo.
It's an incredible power he has. He actually drops in a hokey player to the game.
Extemporaneous Hokey. Hokey is all around us all the time.
Perfect steal from Red right at the end of the stim period.
Oh, good read
Blue
from
will
Blue.
defend
This could be the
anyway.
first Blue zone. Really good defense from JW at the moment.
Excellent use of shields.
Good pacing with dots, although now he's out.
A good dancing around Red from Blue. Fake Red into spending shields. Out in the void.
That dash is
Contemplating
vicious.
existence. See the stim come out. We'll be able to make use
Oh,
of
a
it.
read off of stem.
But it looks like... And at
And
the
a
last
slow steal
moment-
nevertheless.
Oh no, he's too slow to get the ball
And
back, and
JW
Red
takes
will
the
take
round.
it.
Nicely done. Good, well played.
All right, next up we have Andrew and James.
Andrew and James. I've heard that these two are also the best at Botolo.
And that's what I've heard as well. And we know that they have been cultivating their Botolo in a small, dark room, like away from the rest of the lighted world.
Meditating every day, every morning, dawn to dusk upon Botolo.
Strapping on Botolo and working with Botolo and Botolo.
I hear that both of our contestants actually practice for this by strapping an Oculus Rift to their face and playing 2 matches of Botolo in each eye against themselves.
Nobody is faster than the speed of your own thoughts competing with your own thoughts.
James is red and Andrew with blue. We have a
Andrew taking the initial lead.
throne versus
James
throne
taking a
match.
moment to build a throne and then
Tiny
moving
throne.
it to the middle of. Oh, we have two
Blue
thrones.
building a larger throne, eclipsing the red throne.
What happens if one throne's inside the other throne?
What we call that is a blood moon. Both players avoiding the thrones. Red placing the throne now outside of blues, allowing blue to
Andrew
push points.
using charges to build his influence in this other zone. Andrew taking the ball away from James, who was building charges.
But will the sacrifice be worth it? We've seen blue almost enough to take this zone entirely. Trying to push back to the throne he has built.
Oh, some good reads on the way back to that zone.
Transport reads.
Hands James a
across.
blue zone.
A string of excellent reads.
Oh, and Andrew responds. Runs out of charges, but immediately steals to retain possession.
And a good quick steal from blue.
Good read from blue right there.
Red taking it back. Hopefully capturing the zone, but blue has an opportunity to respond. And is
good
making
read
use
right
of it. It's very close now.
And
Red
Andrew
barely
takes it.
Very nice, Andrew. Moving into the throne to capitalize, but can't hold on
1
to
to
the
1.
ball.
Blue has a slight lead here.
Blue with the advantage in most of the other zones, but red with the larger throne.
Oh,
Taking
2 good
advantage
reads.
of.
Very patient work from Andrew right there.
A good read from blue. Dropping a shield and then instantly reshielding to fake the opponent into stealing.
Nice long shield right there. Manages to pick himself up a couple
Good
of
patience
points.
from red.
Excellent steal. Immediate response.
Blue pixels
And
away from
red
the
takes
zone.
the second one due to very strategic placement of the throne.
2 to 1, but blue close on another zone. Red hoping to make an early lead in some of these other zones. Missing a throne.
And it's
Nowhere.
2-2 now.
We have blue capturing an early lead on one of the zones. Red opting to build a throne instead. Will it pay off for him? He sits in the throne, accumulating points for a while. A bit of a lead. These players are looking about even right now. Red pulling
Red
ahead.
taking a little bit of a lead. Good read there. Runs out.
Blue spending all shields.
Immediate response. And a good read on that reaction.
Once again, good patience from red, waiting out the steals.
The long shield kind of came back to bite him there, though.
Seen a lot of back and forth from these players in these last 2 zones. Very evenly matched.
Very fiercely competing and doing nice things.
See red pushing ahead in their throne. They in a good position to take this final zone. But can they bring the ball back there before blue gets enough points? In the zone, they merely must wait,
Oh!
but drops the ball. Blue with an excellent read. Taking it the last moment in the final read.
Heartbreaking conclusion to this match. Just a fraction of a second too soon.
Incredible courage from blue, willing to hold on to that shields until the last frame.
Absolutely. Well played, both.
Come on down.
We're starting to see an interesting diversity in shielding tactics. Many players favor the rapid shielding and unshielding, but this was a very patient game. We saw a lot of long, slow shields, daring the other player to steal.
Indeed, and a thing that we started seeing in this game, those shields being used for, is baiting the player into stealing immediately after the shields are released. And
Indeed.
using that to extend your shield further than the other player expects.
Looks like a Silk and Dash
Silk
matchup.
versus Dash.
Red?
We have 2 red players.
We have two red. Blood Moon. Okay.
Okay. I
Silk
think
and
Silk
Dash.
is blue.
We'll find out.
We will discover it shortly.
We're all in this together. High School Musical.
Each of them getting points in the early game. Neither player pulling ahead too far.
Looks like blue is playing Silk.
Blue is Silk. Red is
That means
Dash.
that red is Dash.
Blue dropping the ball. Just for fun.
Blue taking a while to pick up the ball, but feeling good about it. Red getting a series of solid reads off of blue.
Several early reads will be enough to secure red an early lead in this match.
Good use of the drop lines right there to take advantage.
Good patience from blue with the shield. Red
That's the
taking
first red zone.
A forceful dash from red, but not into any wall.
Blue is really close to taking that last zone. Red wisely chooses to take the contest elsewhere. Dash helping blue out there. Blue takes their zone.
Red moving back to their advantage. Good read. Put them in a good
Very
position
back
to take
and
the second
forth,
zone.
very patient. Ran out of charges, blue takes the ball.
Red dashing and dashing and dashing, failing to push blue into any wall. A good dash from red into the wall. Not seeing a lot of silk use from blue in this match. Perhaps they're
Dash
saving
is
it
such
for
an
later.
aggressive power, it's sometimes hard to counter with one of the slow, patient zone controlling
is.
powers. A good dash player will keep another player off guard and constantly responding to being knocked around.
Red forcing blue into a no dots position.
Red getting
The
close
ball
on
back
this zone here.
Good push. Blue barely holding onto the ball.
Good read from blue right
Good
there.
read. Solid
Red
read
takes
from
the
red
second.
will secure the zone.
Red's very close right now.
Only one more zone and a few pixels upon this zone to take the whole game.
And that's the game. Well done.
All right, we're down to our final four.
Final four.
Come up here, Timothy and JW.
Yay.
Semifinals.
Two of the people who could take it all. Favored at the beginning of this tournament before anyone was signed up to
Indeed.
win the whole thing.
But only one of them can be best at Botolo.
Is that JW on Dash?
JW, Rock and Dash.
Both opting for dash, a strong power.
Timothy is blue.
Opting for a quick match. Quickly using all
First-
three shields.
First steal goes to JW, but he doesn't pick up the ball. Now gets it back and responds
Red's
with a
getting
big
good
read.
early read, but very quick. Both of these players seem keen to shield early and shield quick. Blue opting for a more patient strategy, but red finding a way in.
And answers with another read. Stiff-armed.
Both players keeping even.
JW getting two good reads off the approach.
But blue finds a way in. Can they bring it back on this zone? Do it's even. Either player could take the zone at any moment. Red spending all their shields, almost taking it by waiting. Blue
One
on the
read will
zone.
decide the zone.
Red with the courage to steal, and red will
And
take
takes
it, but runs across the dotted line. Blue barely knocked into the dotted line. Trying to push red into the same. Red spends all of their dots, and blue responds accordingly.
Both players working, going a little bit
patience.
more slowly on this zone.
A read at just the right time from blue, but it's not enough to keep the ball. Red working hard to bring it back, but can't quite.
Some reluctance to pick up the ball there.
Good
Blue
steal
doing
from Blue.
a really nice job
Perfect moment.
stealing in between
And
shields.
a good read. Good patience from Red. Opting to move away from Blue zone.
A good decision. Red caught in an unfortunate position there of having to defend a zone that is already far gone.
But doing an admirable job of it anyway. Making excellent use of the dash to mask approach and stealing at just the right moment.
And Blue takes his zone.
Take the zone regardless.
The next zone will win the game.
Both players even now with one zone each. No player at a clear advantage.
Good
Red
read there
with a
from
slight
DW.
lead.
All 3 charges gone there. Some good
Trying-
use of dash by Blue.
To find a way around one another's defenses. Red with a good read at just the right time, but spends the final dot.
Blue manages to get the ball back, but then loses it to the drop ball.
Good read from Red. Red is in a great position to take this game. Blue could still bring it back.
Oh,
Red pixels away.
decisive steal, and Blue
Blue
moves
chooses
it away.
to move away from the zone wisely. Red needs only to take the ball and bring it back to the zone.
Red's struggling to get the ball back, but now
Good use of
this could be it, ladies and
of
gentlemen.
a steal off zone to extend their ball time. Good read.
And
that'll do
JW
it.
takes it.
All right, we've got James and Joseph.
We are looking to start a partnership with Visine for the eventual commercial release of Botolo. Two bespectacled gentlemen taking the stage.
Both with a name beginning with the letter J.
They will be J1 and J2. It looks like J1 and J2 have both selected Dash. So alike, these two. Their early contest really leading up to this moment.
Dash seems to be favored among these high-level Botolo match players.
Frequently, the high-level Botolo player seeks the comfort and familiarity of the Mario.
Blue capturing about half of their zone early in the game. Red squeaking a little bit of points on the same zone, but still behind. Blue finding the correct place to steal.
Really big read right there from Red. Puts them back into contention for this zone. Good use of the drop balls.
Good patience from Red, racking up a few points while Blue dashes around them.
Very even on this zone. Could be anybody's.
Blue finding the right time to steal, immediately stealing.
Oh,
Good read.
Very good defense right there.
One of Red's rare immediate steals, but calls it out anyway. A good shield, but it's released moments too early.
The drop ball is really coming into play right here.
Blue almost taking the zone.
And Blue gets the zone. Good job, Jay.
Red waiting out all three of Blue's shields.
Hit into the drop ball, but manages to pick it up.
Blue picking up the ball, but immediately stepping into a drop wall. Unfortunate.
Very patient game developing, but Red seems to be getting a bit of an advantage here.
Red making good use of their dots. And
They're
heading
out of
into
dots,
the
so
void.
they are running away.
Hanging out, not on his own, sipping lemonade, just content with the world. A steady battery of dashes from red will eventually take it from blue. Blue picks it up, immediately loses it, red immediately loses it. Very back and forth, each trying to get some headway.
Blue moving to an entirely different zone.
Each player struggling to get a pulse on the other's reads, but having trouble gathering friction.
It's been a while since the steal, both players being very cautious.
Good
There it
read
is.
from red. We've seen how difficult that's been this match. Blue content to run around the outside, staying away from red for most of it, picking the ball back up, moving into his zone where red is at advantage. Red takes it though. Can they make use of this ball time?
Red's playing a very distributed game, has territory that's begun in 3 different zones.
Patience to just wait in the zone, collecting points over time, rather than going for reads. Blue barely knocked out of it. Slamming blue against the wall, popping them out a bit.
It's red right there.
Red in a dangerous position between these two drop walls.
And a big
Almost
read
taking
from
the
red.
zone. Very important read at this point in the game. In a game where we've seen both players struggling to make those same reads on the other player, both stealing unpredictably. Opting more to dash than steal. Red spending the dots to push instead of shield.
Good start at this point due to the large lead they have on blue in this zone.
You see both players trying to hold onto the ball in the outer realm of this region, closer to the dangerous drop walls. And both players capitalizing on that to push the other player into the drop wall.
Very close now for red.
Red very close on both of the zones. Making headway on an entirely new zone as well. Their goal? To almost capture every zone. Again, red moving away from the zone where they have made progress.
Mesmerizing interplay of dashes happening right now.
Dash after dash after dash. Both of these players so proficient at hitting the other one into the wall. And neither player seeming to be able to avoid the other's dash or move themselves into a position where they wouldn't be knocked into the wall.
I know it's hard to believe that I am not a professional announcer, and sometimes I lose my composure.
Blue could bring it back. Red content to sit and wait a bit.
Red is incredibly close
Good
with
choice.
2 zones.
And
Red
it
wins
pays off
one,
with our
and another!
second 2 zones of the match.
Red vindicated somewhat in the decisions they've been making up until this point.
Another zone to go for red, and 2 for blue.
Red very badly wants this last zone, so I think we'll see a concentration of efforts here.
Blue.
But it really, anything could happen.
Yes. Red almost done. Red takes it. A long endurance game between the two of these players.
All right, Joseph is our finalist, as is JW.
It's the letter
Give it
J.
up. It's the Jays.
Always the letter J. J and dash seem to be a winning combination
Yep,
for this tournament.
absolutely. The J dash.
J dash U.
Yep.
JW will be playing the blue player. And Joe will be red. Let's give it up for our champion.
The winner of this will be the best Botolo player. Because Kyle and I have never played this game before.
Ever.
I should emphasize. Interesting strategy of taking the ball into the wall by blue. Trying to show that they are not afraid of red.
An ancient Botolo tradition of actually dropping the ball in front of the other player and saying things such as, what, and do you want it, and pick up the ball, and you can have it, and I don't want it, and I don't want to win, and you can win, and you do not have to be the winner, and I will win.
Good steal. Following several dashes.
Red keeping a narrow advantage in this one, but JW is responding with a steal.
Blue bringing it back to after their earlier strategy of running into walls. We can see
Josh very close in this one. Josh
Red will
takes
take the first zone.
JW responding with a good read. Violent dashing up against the wall.
So much dash.
You can feel the frustration of losing that first zone.
And this is such a strong course for dash, being able to hit them into a wall from almost any point on the map. A rare steal. Both of these players reluctant to do anything but dash. A successful read from blue. Taking a lead on one of the zones. Another good read from blue. Seeming to make most of the reads in this game so far. But red's still ahead for one zone. A ruthless back and forth dashing. Slamming the red player from one wall to the other. Beautiful read from red.
Nice steal from JW right there, but Josh pushes him into the wall.
Blue responding to red's lead, pulling back into the even, but is out of shields. Red can't seem to secure the steal, finally does. Moves back into the zone, trying to secure more points for themselves. Blue pushing ahead, though, could take this second zone. Red is with a chance to come back. Blue takes it, push the final points on this zone. It's a few pixels
it's
away,
so
but
close.
red steals.
Oh.
Almost take the zone. And a
And
good
there it
final read
is.
from
Very
blue will
nice,
take the
JW.
zone. Red without dots, blue realizes, takes the ball. Red trying to push blue into the wall. A lot of back and forth now that we are even again in zones. Red with one, blue with one. An immediate steal from blue, an immediate steal from red.
Red gets a good head start thanks to a solid read. JW answers with a read of his own.
A quick use of all three shields. red, slamming blue into the wall to take the ball, but blue responding in kind. Blue with a solid read, pushing forward on the center bottom zone. Blue, again, returning to their early game strategy of taking the ball into walls. It's a sort of way of saying, I know I'm better than you, and I don't need the ball to prove it. Red running down Blue's shields until they can take the ball for free. Blue moving back into their advantage zone, spending all 3 shields, and Red will take again. Blue finding the perfect place to steal, but again, saying, I don't need this ball. What has it ever done for me? Just sitting there, having a good time. Both players proving harder to dash into the walls as this match goes on, getting a feel for defending against dash. Red bringing it back on this zone, could
Long
take it.
stalemate as both players fall into a pattern.
Blue almost there, and the zone could go either way. Red takes it, can they secure it? And the zone goes to Red. Can they take this advantage and take the game? Several good reads, and that'll do it.
It looks like Blue tilted a little bit there at
We
the
have
end.
our Botolo champion
James, you are best at Botolo.
in red player. Who is red? Winner,
Winner,
Joseph.
you.
Joseph. Oh, yeah.
Joseph,
saying-
tell us a little bit
I've been
about how
saying
it
the
feels to
wrong
be
names.
the world's greatest Botolo player.
He's got to dash a lot in life and in the game.
Gotta go fast.
Dash and hit the walls. It's a very elegant game, although I do feel like I just got punched in the face in a fabric store for 40 minutes. Our winners will win both, or our winner and our runner-up will win